stampemployer.com. I'm so glad you're here because we are celebrating Stamp Nation's 3rd birthday this week, and all week long we have sponsors and prizes to be won. So this sponsor day is from Monica at Add a Little Dazzle. I just started using metal sheets a few months ago, and I've been having a lot of fun adding them to my paper crafting projects. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and you leave a comment on this video on YouTube. That gets you 1 entry. If you're a Stamp Nation member, make sure you also mention that in your comment, and that gives you a 2nd entry. Next week, we are going to draw a winner from all the comments made here. Meet me at the stamp table. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you on this card is how to cut and emboss metal sheets. So I have a sheet of, this is white on one side, silver on the other, and it's 2 inches wide, and I want it 4 inches long. So the first thing I'm going to do is give it a pretty good score. Sometimes I like to also take my bone folder and just enforce that score, and then you can cut through the metal. Now for the embossing, you do this just like you do with a piece of cardstock. You're going to put that into the embossing folder and run it through the Big Shot. And you have a gorgeous embossed piece of metal sheet that is really going to accent your cards in a cool way. Now this next part is slightly optional, but it will make your card stay together and look really professional and nice. I'm going to add some backing paste, and this will fill in all the little cracks and crevices and harden, and then your metal will not crush down when you add it to the card. I've made that mistake on some of the cards that I've made with metal, and I mean it still looks nice, but it just doesn't have that polished professional look to it. So just spread this in a kind of a medium layer, not too thin, not too thick. Fill in all the impressions and then let it dry, maybe about a half an hour or so. While that backing paste is drying, let's move on and work on the rest of the card. I'm using the Starburst Sayings stamp set by Stampin' Up! In the spring catalog, and I'll just ink that with some Melon Mambo ink and stamp it on the white cardstock. Now here are the coordinating dies, and it's this middle Starburst size that fits this Happy Day stamp, and we'll just line that up. I'm using my multi-purpose platform, which helps that framelit not slide around when you're die cutting, and we'll just run that through. I have cut out a couple of the smaller little medallions also, and I've been playing with some color choices here. I've used this pink metal sheet with the chevron, and I was thinking about doing Old Olive, and then maybe a strip of Old Olive and white, and then these little guys there. But I wasn't digging that Old Olive, so then I was thinking maybe the Bermuda Bay. And I think that I like that a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere all these layers together. I'll just use a little bit of liquid glue here. Now you could use patterned paper or regular cardstock instead of the metal, but the metal really gives it quite a wow factor. I have some dimensionals added to some of these layers already. I think I'm gonna cattywampus that. I have 1 rhinestone in the center of the Old Olive, and then I'm gonna add a couple little candy dots in coordinating colors. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial today. Be sure to leave a comment on the video on YouTube to enter to win the prize pack from Add a Little Dazzle today. And if you're a Stamp Nation member, let us know that as well so you get a 2nd entry. And Stamp Nation members, be sure to check out Stamp Nation today for another metal sheet tutorial. Happy stamping!